Okay. Um, this video is going to be about cancer. I found out that I have cancer about 3 weeks ago. Found out that I had a brain tumor and that the brain tumor needed to come out. So that's already done. That was 2 weeks ago. I've got a bit of a scar, if you can't tell. It's kind of gross. I'm sorry if that is gross to you, but that's how it is. I've been recovering. I had surgery 2 weeks ago, um, and it's been a slow recovery, to be honest. Um, I've felt really good though. I've felt supported. I felt loved by friends and family, and I felt just like good support from everyone in my life that I need support from. So that's all good. I kind of want to talk about the tumor itself because I figured there's going to be people out there who have brain tumors as well and want to talk about them, and we can convene about those. So, mine was a relatively large tumor. I'm going to actually pull up my MRI data right now just so that we can talk about it. So give me a second. Okay, so let's go back to MRI brain without contrast. Okay, so it's telling me right now that my left frontal mass is present and it measures 7.4 centimeters by 4.4 centimeters, and it laterally extends into the superior Broca's region. It says small susceptibility, hypointensity is present centrally within it, no restricted diffusion is present, no increased perfusion on ASL, blah blah blah. Okay, so it was 7.4 by 4.4 centimeters big, which, if you know anything about brain tumors, and I don't really expect anybody to necessarily know a lot about brain tumors, you'll know that that's a relatively large one. And it was, of course, front left side of my brain. And I didn't really talk much about why I was having symptoms. I was having migraines, and my mom has migraines. She's always had migraines her whole life, and it's actually gotten better over time. But she only gets like one or two a year now. And I had never gotten a migraine before. That was never something that I had before. So once I started getting migraines in October, I was like, okay, this is not normal. I don't feel good. Like, the doctor, I'll never forget this. I'll always remember the doctor telling me this. He said, listen, I see a guy in here who's got the weight of the world on his shoulders, and I can see it weighing on him. And I'm just like, listen, pal, I know you might think that I have the weight of the world on my shoulders, but I'm like just getting out of school. I just graduated last December. I'm in my first year of counseling as a clinical mental health counselor, so I'm just getting things going. I'm self employed, so everything was just like moving along in the right direction. I was getting my life started, I was getting my career built up. Everything was just going okay. Like, nothing was bad, nothing was terrible. I was not getting clients very fast. It was a slow process, but things started to pick up over time. Things started to build up a little bit. I started going into public schools in the area that I'm from, and I started seeing kiddos there. And it's a really good way to get clients, actually, is to go into the public schools. But all that said, I was doing okay. Like, I wasn't stressed, I wasn't overwhelmed, I wasn't any of that. So things were fine. And this doctor's telling me, hey, you look stressed out of your mind. And I'm just like, I don't feel stressed out of my mind, to be honest. So he told me that, and then he said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get you to the eye doctor. The eye doctor is going to kind of tell you what's going on. And then we'll get you an MRI and we'll just make sure everything's good. So then I said, okay, that's fine. Eventually, I went and got an MRI done. Let me actually check when that was. I'm going to cut this out just so you don't hear about it. But let me go to my disability application. I did apply for disability, so I don't know how much money that's going to be. The doctor, my neurosurgeon, told me, hey, you've got cancer, so that's that. So I'm pretty sure when you have cancer, you get disability. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know how much money that is, but they did tell me that I would get money in 15 to 30 days, and that was a few days ago. So still waiting on that. Don't know how much it'll be, but if anybody knows how much that would be, feel free to let me know. Okay, so I think it was November 10th. I think I had an eye appointment on November 10th. And believe it or not, I did not know that eye doctors could do this. He told me, hey, it's likely that you have a brain tumor. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? How in the world would you know that I have a brain tumor? Like, that didn't make any sense to me. I was like, yeah, okay. Like, he's younger. We went to the same high school. We're kind of buddies. Like, we talk about UFC. We talk about sports. It's like, okay, I know you're a little bit on the younger side, so I'm not gonna like take you 100% face value. I'm just gonna kind of take what you say and then go my own way, and then we'll just see what the MRI says, because I feel like if I did have a brain tumor, it would be a little bit more obvious. Like, I would have worse symptoms. So I was like, it's fine. I don't have a brain tumor. Then Wednesday, November 12th comes around, and I have to go get this MRI done in the morning because I'm a counselor. I'm going to these schools in the morning, so I want to go get the MRI done, go to the public school, meet with a kiddo, and then have the session, and then call it a day. And then I have the MRI. It goes fine. They put contrast in me. I don't like getting needles stuck in me. I don't like getting blood drawn. I've gotten better with that, to be honest. Since going through all of this BS. But I get that done. I start getting calls when I'm at the public school Wednesday morning. I'm getting call after call after call, and I'm getting text after text saying, hey, please come in, please come in. We need to talk to you, we need to talk to you. And I'm just like, uh-oh. That is not what you want to hear when you get an MRI done. And the same day they're telling you, hey, we need to talk to you. There's something really important that you need to know about. So, yeah, I called my dad. I called my fiance. I proposed to my fiance in July, just 5 months ago. So we're getting married in April, and I'm planning on being there for it. So that's good. I'm excited for that. But anyway, I called both of them and I said, hey, I think I'm about to get some bad news, and I kind of want you guys there. So they came with me. They told me, you've got a brain tumor. You've got to go to the emergency room right now. You've just got to be there at the hospital, and then they'll tell you what to do. So that was really startling. Nobody ever in their life expects to be told at 25 years old, hey, you have a brain tumor. Um, you've got to go deal with that now. So, yeah. Um, I will say this though. I had another eye exam done in August of 2025. So between August of 2025 and November, no, sorry, yeah, November of 2025 was a 3 month period, and I had the exact same tests done in August and November, which I'm very, very grateful for because I'm not sure how much earlier this tumor could have been spotted if I did not get that test done. If I never got that test done, I could be dead today, honestly. We have no idea. Like, they don't know how long it's been around. They don't know what the extent of it is. They think it's a low grade tumor, which means stage 1 or 2 out of 4. 3 and 4 are pretty bad, but I believe mine's a 1 or 2. So I think that gives me good odds of survival and living and having a life. So I'm grateful for that. But yeah, my tumor was a grade 1 or 2. Uh, and we didn't know what was happening. That Wednesday, we spent it at the hospital. We spent it in the emergency room. I couldn't eat. I had to stay up late. I don't think I ate lunch. I did eat lunch around 12:30 or 1, and then I couldn't eat until like 8 or 9. I wasn't hungry anyway. I was a little freaked out. So, yeah, we just sat in the emergency room. Um, One thing to know about the emergency room is you hear a lot of stuff. You hear so many doctors, you hear so many explanations of what you're going through, um, why you're going to be okay. Kind of. They can't really tell you that you're going to be okay because they don't know that you're going to be okay, but they want to tell you that you're going to be okay. That's what they really do want. I don't fault the American hospital system. I think it does what it can. I think health insurance is really bogus and messed up, and I have a lot of problems with it. But yeah, I think health insurance is a very difficult problem to solve in every single country, and unless you're a smaller country, it doesn't work particularly well. So yeah. Um, I don't have health insurance, by the way. Well, I do, but I don't. I've got something that my parents pay for since I'm 25. I don't need to pay for my own health insurance right now, so they pay for it. It's self-pay. It's third party. It's called Zion. I'm grateful that we had Zion because we only had to pay $2,500 of a surgery that was well over $100,000. So thank God for that. Thank God. Um, and yeah, I'm trying to replay the events in my head, and one thing I forgot to talk about is I had worse cognitive abilities. I feel totally fine now. Like I feel like I'm back at what I'm supposed to be at, but I had limited ability to speak. I had limited memory. I had limited functioning basically, and the doctor said that's very normal. You're going to expect that. Just anticipate that and roll with it because it'll come back in time. So it did come back in time, thankfully. And I'm very blessed because I could be in a world where I don't have all my cognitive functioning and I'm struggling and life is hard. So I don't have that. I'm grateful I don't have that. I'm just powering on right now. So, yeah, I'm trying to replay the events of what happened in my head. So we spent Wednesday through Friday at the hospital. Again, not sure when surgery will be, not sure when that'll get scheduled. So let me look at my calendar for what days that was. That would have been November 12th through November 14th. So 3 days at the hospital. Um, and that sucked. I didn't like the hospital. I hate the hospital a lot. I don't like getting poked. I don't like getting jabbed. I don't like getting my vitals tested. I don't like getting woken up in the middle of the night. I don't like getting told information in the middle of the night about important surgeries. Like, there's so many things about the hospital I really don't like. I feel like I'm imprisoned there. It's miserable. So I spent 3 days there. They said, okay, you can go. Just know that you could run into symptoms. Like, we cannot promise you will not have more severe symptoms going forward. And I said, that's fine. Let me get the hell out of here. So I got the hell out of there. And then it was a waiting game. I was waiting to hear, hey, when is my surgery going to be? What day will that be scheduled? When do I need to check into the hospital? All of this stuff, basically. And they told me, you are going to have surgery on November 20th. So today's December 4th. It's been 2 weeks since my surgery. I cannot believe I feel as good as I do. I can't even explain why I feel as good as I do. Like, I have productivity. I have things to do. I have motivation. I have all these things in life that I was like, I don't know if I'll ever have these. And I do. And I'm grateful for it. So, like, I just feel so dedicated and committed and, like, ready to take on life, to be honest. So, sorry. Yeah, I just feel good right now after 2 weeks. I feel really good. I spent Thursday to Sunday in the hospital recovering miserably, getting poked, jabbed. I had 3 IVs in me. I had one artery here, one artery here. Oh, no. I had one artery here, one jab here, and then one thing in my arm. So I had 3 IVs in me. And then the nurses are like, you don't need all those IVs. And I'm like, then why did you freaking jab me like crazy? Anyways, I spent Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 4 days. I think brain cancer, getting out of the hospital in 4 days, that is not that bad. I'll take that all day. So spent 4 days. I left Sunday morning also, like right away. They were like, oh, you're good to go? Okay, get the hell out of here. I'm like, awesome, see ya, I'm out of here. So I left on Sunday, and things are happening while I'm in the hospital. Like, I'm getting moved into my fiance's. You can see all the boxes behind me. Getting moved into my fiance's. We're trying to unpack. Also, I can't lift more than 10 pounds right now, so I'm very limited. I have to unpack things very slowly and carefully, but I have all the time in the world, so it's like I can just do that and it's fine. But my fiance gets mad at me, and that's a whole nother story. So that's a thing. But I've been recovering. My mental capabilities are coming back. I'm functioning better. I'm streaming. I stream on Twitch, by the way, cross_9 over on Twitch. Go watch me. I play Football Manager. I'm kind of good at it. Come watch. So I've been streaming a lot. I'm streaming every day for 3-4 hours in recovery, talking to people, being online, enjoying life, appreciating like what I have left. And that's really important to me right now, is appreciate every single day like it's your last, is what I'm trying to do. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It's been 2 weeks. I feel good. I feel like revived in a way. Like, the way I'm understanding this is I'm going to have disability income. Like, that's just going to be a subline, like a baseline income, basically. So I'm going to have like freedom to spend money on what I want and do what I want and have flexibility, and I don't know. It's just going to like free up my life a lot, but I do want to get back to work. I do want to be a counselor again. Like, these are all things that I really, really want. But I wanted to make this video because I wanted to share my story. I wanted to get it out there. I wanted to express it to the world because I think it's important. And I think not all these stories get told. So I wanted this out there to connect with people and have people relate to what I'm going through. Because yeah, it can be a lonely experience for sure. Yeah, it can be lonely, but it can also be very supportive. Like, you can feel lifted up by people as well. So yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on my mind that I wanted to talk about. I don't really know if there is, but I kind of yapped a lot. I needed to get this out there. 2 weeks is not a long time to recover to get a video like this out there, but I feel like my cognitive functioning is where it needed to be to get this out there. I didn't want to waste any time, so yeah, that's where I'm at. I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you. Please go support my Twitch. It would mean a lot to me. It might get a little busy over there. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see, but again, I appreciate all of you. Thank you to all my friends and family for support, because I don't know where I would be without you. I'd be lost somewhere. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and that's all I got to say. So have a good one. Peace out.